it's the meat event, and with all these bangers that we've seen lately, uh, it would be not a crazy thing to suggest that maybe you forgot about this banger of a headliner for this weekend when Max Holloway, aka Blessed, takes on Yair Rodriguez, aka the Painter, and this one should be pretty fascinating because the odds makers are obviously super bullish on Max Holloway, coming as a minus 550 favorite to El Pantera's plus 400, but Yair Rodriguez is not a guy that is an easy out, right? I mean, the only dude that's been able to take him out in the UFC was Frankie Edgar, and that was a levels test way back in 2017. And since then, it's just been nonstop wins for Yair Rodriguez. Although one thing is, we don't see him too often, right? Because we've only seen him fight 3 times since that beatdown that he suffered by Frankie Edgar. But in those 3 fights, like he just looks so good. I mean, it's tough to attach too much to that second one versus Jeremy Stevens when it ended before it began via that eye poke. But that finish, that last second up elbow finish against the Korean Zombie, and then that rematch against Jeremy Stevens was just peak Yair, right? He looked truly amazing in those contests. And another fighter who always looks amazing is Max Holloway. I mean, this is a guy who a lot of people believe beat Alexander Volkanovski at least one of the 2 times. I mean, the first one was unanimous, but some people thought Max won, and the second was a split decision, and even more people thought Max won that one. So uh, oftentimes it seems like one of those situations where people believe Max Holloway is clearly one of the best, if not the best, at 145. So what are your thoughts on this matchup? Do you think that Holloway should be as big of a favorite as he is? Are you surprised at all by the Tapology numbers? And overall, how do you see this one going down?
Yeah, no, this is like a dream fight. I can't believe they actually made this. So exciting. I like both these guys. I hate to see one of them lose, but
Mhm.
it's hard to get. It's honestly, it's pretty dumb to ever bet against Max Blessed Holloway. Um, Now a minus 550 favorite. I don't know about that. I think maybe a minus, 250. That would make more sense to me because Yair is no joke. I mean, he's been actually smashing dudes ever since the Frankie fight. And even before that, right? I mean, he's just been looking so good, so strong, but he's just not as active, and I think that maybe is why he's such a heavy, underdog.
Mhm.
And I mean, if you're a Yair fan, talk about a great time to capitalize on this opportunity. I just don't see it, no matter where it goes. But Yair's no joke, so anything is possible. But I gotta go with my boy Max. I think he's absolutely going to smash.
Yeah, and Yair, like you said, is no joke. I mean, this is a guy who deserves plenty of respect, but Max Holloway, I view it kind of similar to, at welterweight where Usman and Colby are just kind of on another level, and then there's the rest of the very tough welterweight division. I kind of see the 145 division in that same vein where it's Max and OGM and then the rest of the guys, so to speak. So
Yeah.
I'm picking Max Holloway as well. Ultimately, if we look at Tapology, 95% is bullish on Blessed, and they think that, about a majority, I'll say about 47% is Brown. They think that Holloway gets the KO TKO finish in this one. Do you think that Max Holloway is going to finish Yair Rodriguez? And if so, do you anticipate that being later? Do you see it being earlier? Or is this going to be a grind him out slobber knocker that Max ends up winning a decision? Kind of similar to the Calvin Kattar fight. Do you think he gets that finish?
It wouldn't surprise me. He's been on a nice TKO. I mean, Jose Aldo twice. T City, and then Calvin Keeter. Basically, he should have had a finish. So it wouldn't surprise me if he goes for another one. So yeah, I can totally see that. But it's gonna be decision or TKO. In the later rounds. Submission by Max, that would be amazing and mind blowing. But I just don't see it. It's probably a TKO in the fourth or fifth.
Yeah, I actually like that a lot because you mentioned the minus 550 favorite. For me, that's just not worth it from a straight play perspective. But if you're bullish on Holloway getting that finish, it's probably going to be a little bit later, right? I mean, Max Holloway isn't a guy with crazy one punch power. He's not just going to flatline El Pantera in the very beginning, but he is going to be throwing probably 100 plus strikes per round, and ultimately, just like in that fight against Cater. I see Yair accumulating too much damage and ultimately getting put out, just like you said, in probably the fourth or fifth round. So from my end, I think I'll probably be playing the rounds maybe 3, 4, and 5 specifically for Holloway because I like the finish in this one. I just think that it's going to be a later one because Yair, as we've discussed, he's no joke and he's going to be in there bringing the fight to Max Holloway. But I just tend to think that even on Yair's best night, it's not going to be enough against Max Holloway, who just sort of operates on a different level. So, any last thoughts on this meat event? I mean, we've had banger after banger, and I feel like this headlining fight is going to be nothing different. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, I cannot wait. This is gonna be an absolute banger of a card. Make sure to smash that, meat boys, and subscribe, and throw in the comments who you guys got. You got El Painter or Bless Holloway? You.